finally done. It takes a while when you're dealing with marble. I would do the bucket test on this and slide a bucket across it, except I don't want to scratch it. But it is completely as perfect as humanly possible. We have a little skirt going on. I've done these skirts a couple of times, but he wanted to integrate it into his curb area, and it got wrapped around all the way. And eventually, I think there's gonna be a double vanity here. It's gonna be a dark, maybe mahogany looking to contrast with everything in here. So it'll look sharp, and then of course the toilet will go in, and then we get into the shower, and everything in here is completely marble. I'm always a little apprehensive about doing a marble shower because, well, for a lot of different reasons, the least of which is the staining, but the upkeep, the care that's required, in addition to the sealing of all this material to make sure there's no future issues. Plus, because you have white grout, the sealing is even more important. And so you see the skirt that lines up on the front and just wraps around all the way around the corner and everything. And then they decided to do this pencil going up either side. So that will get finished out by the homeowner and the sheetrock married into it. But yeah, it was a lot of work. And then we have the niche, of course, and I've already highlighted that on another video. It's a lighted niche, which I really like. I've done, I think this is my either third or fourth one. And if you look up under there, there's a recess where the strip is at, the LED strip. And so if you ever had to change that out, you see, if you ever had to change it out, you just pull off that strip. And it has different settings. Right now it's on a weird type of setting because it's on a remote. And I don't know why somebody would want all these settings in here. I think I mentioned that already. So I'm just gonna, I think, how do I do this? Make it bright, make it stop. I don't know. Too complicated for me. Really not needed, but you know, it is a cool little night light. And you know, I like that he trimmed it out. So the curb, this contiguous curb top that I like doing, what we did is we get a smaller piece of that, and then I just put it in there and did a windowsill type of application on the bottom. And I've done that a couple times too. So yeah, the shower head has no valve because the valve is going to be on a control board that is going to get tied into this. I think that's a backing for it. But that control board goes up and around into the back, and that controls volume, temperature, it controls everything. And it's a very cool idea, very pricey, but very cool idea that he came up with, so that there's no shower valve over here. I always do a little taper cut around my drain. I just feel like a positive water flow is better than having it, you know, flush up against the drain itself. Yeah, so that's it. 6 inches on the curb. If you know you're gonna do one of these, this is 6 inches finite, and usually a finished curb is not 6 inches, so you have to bump out an extra piece of backer board. Anyway, it's finished. Let me show you the back. This is the brains of the shower, and this is very, very cool. I like it until the power goes out, right? And I think it's probably, the technology is probably outpacing ourselves insofar as water flow, because even when my power has gone out before in a rainstorm, I can still take a shower. And the water heater, you know, is gas, so I can still take a hot shower, but this guy can't. But it does have, this goes up to the shower head, and then it has another outlet here if you wanted to put in a secondary body spray configuration, or you wanted to do a rainforest type of head. But it's very cool. Hot and cold go in the bottom, and then your exit. And I don't know why, there's a couple of knockouts. I don't know why they wouldn't have like 3 or 4. You know, it seemed to me something this complicated would have at least 3 or 4. Here's that wire I was telling you about. This is a control. So that wire goes up through and through and through and up and over. And yeah, so very nice, very nicely done. And that's it. That's all on this shower. bathroom remodel. Oh, by the way, the floor was, so a couple of things. One of them is that my customer did not have the right skirts. So if you notice, this one is a little bit thinner, and I tried to tie them in the best I could because they're definitely not the same. But he's gonna have a vanity there, and he was 3 shy. So we put 3 of the smaller ones in there. Sometimes you have to improvise. 3 of the smaller ones that'll never be seen. Another thing too, when you're putting in a skirt on a floor like this and you're gonna integrate it in, everything has to be level. It's very, very important that this whole floor be level, and it wasn't because, of course, it's a basement. So it was off by however many quarter inches here or there or whatever. So I put level quick on here, and the level quick built it up, not too much, I think probably 1/2 inch. I think it was 3 bags that I used in here, and got it completely level before I did any tiling at all. And so the bump up you're gonna see here, that's the level quick. But it's imperative that that be done because none of these will fit properly. There'll be too much of a gap around there if you did not do that. And then also we didn't do, I didn't do the layout of this skirt, my customer did. And had we given it a little bit more thought back over there, I think it's about 1/2 inch from being center with the grout lines on the floor. That would have been nice, but yeah, we didn't, or he didn't plan it out. We wanted a full piece on the front of the curb in the corner, so it got full piece, full piece, full piece, and that one could have been, I think that's a full piece too. Yeah, I don't know if that would have been possible. Well, it would have been nice though. But yeah, I am finished with this. I'm out of here. Let me turn off this light. And yeah, another one bites the dust. On to the next one. It never stops. Hey, if you enjoyed that video and you learned something, consider being a Patreon member. $5, $10, $15 a month would help me greatly produce more videos. I make nothing from YouTube at all. If you're gonna call me for advice, please donate $50 for 30 minutes. My link to my PayPal and my Patreon account is down below. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get immediate notifications as soon as I post videos. And thank you very much for your support.